I checked out. I quietly quit.
This new phenomenon, but they call it quiet quitting.
Quiet quitting. I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
So what happens is that like you find employees just doing the bare minimum not to get fired, go spanning, right? That is a trend that is kind of like they've been seeing in the space, especially in South Africa and across the world, where just people are like, okay, I'm gonna go to the office, just do
what is required of me. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're working from home, some even end up detaching like physically, you know. Right. Yeah, but in most cases you find mentally collab.
Yeah, I think that's happening. And now that you mention it, I think so I've worked for 2 digital marketing agencies, and I think as any Black creative, that is a right of way that you need to experience if you need to know how strong you are. You need to be with a digital marketing agency.
Yeah.
Because it will test you.
It will
test you. Okay. So with the second one that I ended up working for.
It was like number 1 marketing agency.
You know what I mean? Like, otherwise you're not getting it right. You know what I mean? So with the second
You remember Moody and Smith was the number 1 marketing agency?
Were we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's on our website. So you don't know what our website says.
No. See, the one thing about me, when I'm done, I'm done. Okay.
You quite quit a long time ago.
I checked out. So I did that with my second job, my second corporate gig as well. I was doing social media management and a whole lot of other things, because we need to talk about what being a social media manager is. It seems like it's a lot of things that we're not talking about and that don't really cover my bills. But the second gig where I was social media manager, I was like, I don't think my employer, I don't think my employer was a leader, you know? And if you're going to build something, if you're going to start something and want to take it from here to here, you need to have some leadership skills. You know what I mean? You need to be able to lead, not micromanage, not bully, not overwork and underpay, not that. You need to be able to lead. That means you have a responsibility as a person to go and read up on what leadership is or what it looks like. So when I recognize that I'm not being led, because I needed the support, employees need support, right? You're not going to get into a space and then just not have anyone there to help you out with the process or whatever the case may be. So when I recognize that here, I'm just being overworked, underpaid, bullied, whatever the case may be, I checked out. I quietly quit. I quietly quit. And I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go above and beyond the call of duty. Because it was taking a toll on me as a person, as a creative. And something that occurred to me in that moment is that, like, how do you qualify what creativity is, you know? Because he considered himself a creative director, which was dope. I think he was creative in many ways. But I think I'd also come through and be like, no, but let's try it like this, let's try it like that. And he'd be like, no, think out of the box. And I'd be like, you see, now you're not listening to me and what I'm bringing towards you. You're turning this into he said, she said, or you're turning this into a kind of competition. It was a necessary process for me to go through, and I'm grateful for it. But just to get back to the point of quiet quitting, we're just tired. Like, we're tired as people, and we can't afford to stick around in situations, relationships, workplaces that are not building. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what are you coming back with? Nothing. Then you have nothing to give, you know? So I couldn't. So I quietly quit. Nice. Yeah.